We're hot on Facebook. So long story made short, I'm helping her get Mother's Day gift. So we are on Facebook Live. Let me start up Geaux Rouge Facebook Live. We're just chilling out here with. Hold on. So Facebook, Franz Borkhardt sitting here with one of the brilliant women behind Realty 225 or 225 Realty. Missy Harris. You might remember Missy from such episodes as Artemis. Missy's going to be coming on and talking a little bit about her new life adventure where she's starting a real estate firm. You call it a firm or a brokerage or...
You know, I think it just depends on who you talk to. Some
Lifestyle.
company,
Lifestyle.
agency, I think, yeah.
Way of life.
Way of life.
Yeah, you know. So we're going to have her on first, then we're going to have The League. The League. They're going to be talking about River Road's recipes and a great fundraiser they have coming up, as well as an opportunity for you to learn how to cook from one of our favorite folks at Red Stick Spice. And then last but not least, we're going to have the ladies from Junior Achievement on. If you're watching me right now, I'm trying to rig something that didn't work out the first time I tried to rig it. And if it doesn't work the second time, we're just not going to do it. And that's okay. Acceptance is the answer today for me. So, all right, let's try this again. Somebody wants to see Franz. They all want to see Franz. I did buy some new. I'm going to sound like such a girl. Teenage girl. Bought some new ties today on my way over here. Brown and Brown. Shout out to Brown and Brown. It was one of those where I said, "Hey, I'm wearing a gray charcoal suit, and I need a tie for later today because I'm just not feeling this tie today." This
Well, that's great.
Extra diva. So I go pick him out. And he goes, "What?" I said, "I want a pocket chuff and the tie. Just pick out the colors." And I sent him a picture of the suit, and he goes, "Okay." And so I rolled in there, and so. Brian Haldane, how are you doing today?
I'm awesome. How are you?
You sound awesome. That was a very enthusiastic awesome. Just won the Super Bowl. How do you feel? Great. We're live. Hot mic.
Yes, we are live. All the mics are working.
Ready when you are, man. So, 15. 2-minute intro. 15, 5, heartbreak. I'll let you do some more heartbreak. And then the league doesn't need more time on the air. Still butthurt I can't join the junior league. Something about equipment.
Yeah.
Why am I not hearing you? What the heck?
I don't know. Why aren't you hearing me? It's okay.
234.
That is
Program 2, program 2.
Get your hair working today too. Where do you like to get your hair did? And I saw the Manny Petty post. We got to talk Manny Petties because I got. No, I self-care. I like to get a manicure and a pedicure, but I do like the emergence of blowout places, right? Which is not a new thing. You don't do blowouts?
No.
Okay.
No. Most of the time I do my own.
Really? How much time does it take?
Well,
'Cause my
usually
hair
if I do it if I do it myself, it takes me like 3 times to get it right. So
my hair takes no time. I do like to dry it. Maybe use a little moisturizer. I'm running now, so I have to do sunscreen. 'Cause I don't want,
don't get burnt.
Don't get burned. Are we ready?
Yes.
All right. This is the crazy. All right, welcome to another episode of the Geaux Rouge radio show. This is your host, Franz Borkart. If you're listening on Facebook Live or if you're listening on Talk 107.3, welcome to the party. This is episode 74. We got Brian Haldane on Master Controls. We got a fun lineup today, Brian. We've got, first and foremost, we've got one of my favorite people on the planet, Missy Harris from 225 Realty. She's going to talk about a new business venture that she just started. You may remember her from such episodes as the episode we had on Artemis. Then we have The League. The League is on second. You know, you're familiar with The League, right? The hand that controls Baton Rouge.
I am.
Okay. The League
Not
is
so much familiar with the league as much as I am your infatuation.
I love
with the league.
I love the Junior League of Baton Rouge.
I'm sorry, did I say infatuation? I mispronounced obsession.
Obsession?
Yes.
I obsess over some things. I've got obsessive tendencies. So Junior League's coming on. We've got Corrito and Chrislyn coming on to talk about a River Roads fundraiser that involves learning how to cook with red stick spice. And then last but not least, in our second half, we're going to have the folks from Junior Achievement. I am getting to be a judge at a crawfish eating contest. Or not crawfish eating contest, a crawfish cooking contest. The Crawfish King Cookoff, Brian. I'm a judge, which is only going to help you in our weight loss competition.
It is, because that's we're hoping
Salty.
a lot of sodium here.
A lot of sodium. Now, I don't drink. I'm not a drinker, but that's
fine.
a lot of sodium in the crawfish. So, and for those who are keeping track of the Fat Boy 50 weight loss competition, I am 9 pounds to the pin. And Brian, you're about how many?
17.
17. I've started running now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, for one reason or another, I decided I was just going to wake up one day and start running.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a couch to 5K. 5K in August. It's going to be the Get Your Rear in Gear 5K. It's for colon cancer. Get your rear in gear. I didn't make it up.
I'm glad they were able to make this up, though, because March is actually Colon Cancer Awareness Month, and they usually do Get Your Rear in Gear in March.
There you go.
So I'm glad they're able to do this. By the way, I'm not going to let you just slide by. You just woke up one morning and decided to start running. Was that a direct Forrest Gump reference?
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
All right.
So we need to jump into this show. Look, man, I've got Missy in the studio right now, and I don't want to waste a minute. But before we do that, I've got to thank our show sponsors. These are the men and women. These are the businesses that make the Geaux Rouge show possible. We have Sullivan's Steakhouse, your neighborhood steak restaurant. We're going to be doing Knockout Tuesday today. We're going to have a whole bunch of folks on Facebook Live, so tune in at 4 o'clock. Missy, we're going to try to get you on one day with your business partner. Basically, we sit, we eat, some of the people drink. It's cocktail, happy hour. It's great. We've had Junior League on there before. Also, another sponsor, La Divina Italian Cafe, serving select wines, cold beer, plus their exclusive sorbet mimosa. Dr. Gunja Reina with MDVIP, Heal 360. She is the mastermind behind my health explosion. All the health accomplishments I've done has been contributed or attributed to Dr. G. You can find her on www.mdvip.com/doctor/Gunja Reina MD. I'm working with her to get a shorter web address that's a little bit more chewable. And then last but not least, the Borkart Law Firm, Missy, the finest criminal defense firm in the universe. And I know Missy travels in my circle, so she knows a few criminal defense attorneys. And so she knows that when I say finest criminal defense attorney in the universe, I ain't lying. So, first guest on the Geaux Rouge show today, welcoming back, we have Missy Harris from 225 Realty. Missy, how are you doing? Great seeing you.
Good.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
Super excited. You just started a new adventure.
Yeah.
And I had to get, okay, so once in a month, we do Women in Motion, which is basically we have women on the show celebrating what women are doing in the Baton Rouge community, celebrating leadership, service, community involvement, and entrepreneurship. And so you kind of fit in a lot of those categories. Now, when we last saw you, you have an important position in the crew of Artemis, right? You are officially, what is your title there?
Well, I'm a float lieutenant, but the main job I feel like is I put the names down where your body goes on the float.
That's
very
important.
Very important job.
So you recently did something amazing, and I kudos to you, man. You woke up one day and you decided, I'm going to start with another partner in crime, a realty company.
Yeah,
So-
it wasn't
And it's called 225 Realty, so of course it fits in with Geaux Rouge, right?
right.
So So you and another individual, what's
Patty
her name?
McCann.
Patty McCann, two very dynamic women, decided, hey, let's go do this.
Yeah, well, and it's so crazy how life introduces you to the people that you need to know when you need to know them. And Patty, we both have kids that go to the same school in the same grade, but we didn't know each other because she's a boy mom, I'm a girl mom. And through a mutual friend, Deborah Parker, just, said, oh, you guys need to know each other. You have so many things in common. And from that and a circumstance, the next thing you know, it's like, be a real estate agent.
So to be clear for the listeners out there, you were not previously a realtor, right?
No, never. I did a little time in an appraisal office about 20 years ago, so I understand the foundation of comps and maps and things like that. But
so before all that, you were actually not from Baton Rouge originally, right?
no.
You're from
well, I'm just a girl from East Texas.
just East Texas. That sounds like the makings of a country music song. I'm just a girl from East Texas.
Just a girl from East Texas.
So you got here.
I got here. Yes, I moved here from Arkansas. I was in Arkansas for about, about 11 years. Spent a large time there, and when I was there, entrepreneurship and nonprofit is my soul.
Right.
It's just what speaks to me. And so I was an executive director for a professional baseball player. He had a charity. Was a Razorback alumni, and
No
so
big
I
deal.
ran. Yeah. But ran that for about 6 years, and after my last little baby was born, I decided to take a step down. I think one of the hardest things about nonprofit is you can never do enough.
Right. It's never enough, right?
It's never enough. It doesn't.
Which to some degree for the charity, for the nonprofit,
is
wonderful. For the human
To a
soul.
mom of a, at the time, 12-year-old, 2-year-old, and newborn, it was one of the hardest decisions I ever made.
So right now you're in life. You're juggling being the mother of 3.
Mm-hmm.
Just decide, hey,
Let's start over.
Right. So starting over, I get that, right? Talk to me a little bit about how it is that you make it all work. Because, look, I was reading a study somewhere that said that moms basically have 2.5 full-time jobs.
Yeah.
So you're a mom, you're a crew lieutenant in Artemis, and now you're a realtor.
Yes.
And by the way, lest we forget, to become a realtor, you had to
There's a lot of work involved, and there's a lot of work even after you're done. Just coursework and the material that you need to know, and it's a lot. It really is. It's like going back to school.
So what I like about your story is one of the catalysts to this was you were selling your house, and someone said, one of your friends,
Patty
said, "Hey,
sell your own house."
Sell your own house, as if it were like a God moment, where it's like a higher power or something is saying, "Hey, hey, you, pay attention." What's it been so far? What's it been like so far?
I think when you're talking about starting any business, that's hard. When you think about starting a business as a single parent, that's hard. Starting a business as a single parent in a pandemic is just a whole nother box of crayons. It's not easy by any means, you know, and but the great thing about our market right now, it is a seller's market.
Right.
And so what a beautiful time to jump in and get your feet wet and run with it. It's been amazing.
So tell me a little bit about kind of the mission behind your company, 225 Realty.
I think that one of the things that will separate us from, I think, a lot of different places or a lot of larger places is just the personal customer service that you're going to get. Example, I'm at one of my clients just listed a home, and they have their very first showing, but unfortunately the dad lives out of state, couldn't make it in. So I knew what was on the punch list and what needed to be done. I showed up with the the weed eater, the nail gun, and the light bulbs to just knock off those lists that we needed and to get done and get those transitions back on the floor the way they should be so nobody trips over them. And so, we just do what we do. And
so is that somewhere, and I'm smart enough at this phase of my life not to ask a beautiful human being how old they are on the radio. Did you see yourself doing this?
No.
Okay.
No. I honestly thought that I would be a stay-at-home mom for the rest of that duration and spend time volunteering and doing working with the church mission and doing things like that. And but I will have to say, what a beautiful turn of events.
So I sometimes ask folks, what is the biggest obstacle or what is the most difficult part of doing what you do now? And then what is the part that you're most surprised about that you're like, oh, I really, didn't think this was going to be like this, but and that surprise could be a good surprise.
Yeah.
It could be a part of the same obstacle. So
I think, definitely the biggest challenge is balance.
Okay.
Amen. Balancing, the children are home, they want to visit with you and they want to talk to you and ask you, can they buy 17 different things off the Amazon cart?
Well, and you're as a realtor, and I have a sister-in-law, Brian, that is a mortgage broker. You're 24/7. Right?
Yeah.
Even though, we have to set boundaries sometimes, but
right.
it's like when a potential buyer seller calls you and they're trying to do something,
exactly.
This is your livelihood, right?
You turn it on.
Talk to me a little bit about the balance.
The balance is difficult, and it always comes at a sacrifice of sleep, I feel like.
Okay.
You just get up earlier and you get a little bit more done. The laundry will still be there. The dishes will still be there. Don't sweat the small stuff. And probably, I think one of the most surprising things, more for myself, is that whenever, I got to a point and go, oh my gosh, this is so hard. How will I ever do this? Mm-hmm. Or, well, am I going to pass the test the first time I take it? Or,
right.
How is that all going to line out? And to have the group of friends that I do, I cannot even imagine how I would have done any of this without my friends. And, being a part of Artemis, that is like having 67 sisters.
You got a tribe. You got a small tribe, Artemis.
Yeah.
Shout out to the crew of Artemis, King and Queen, as well as former Queen Posa. So to me, that's a good segue into. So when you told everybody, when you told your Artemis crew, when you told everybody, hey, this is what I'm doing, what was the reactions?
They were like, oh my gosh, that's perfect for you.
Right, your personality. This is okay. So talk to me a little bit. We've got maybe about 3 minutes left. If I wanted to get more information about 225 Realty, where would I go?
Oh, absolutely. Well, we have Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, all of it, 225 Realty. Working, almost done with the website. That'll be up in here in a hot minute. And of course, my Facebook page, the number's there. And 225 Realty. If you're going to live in Baton Rouge, why would you not call us?
It's so wonderful that you were able to get 225 Realty.
It's kind of magical. It was meant to be.
All right. So one thing that people should know about you guys, or you ladies, that sets you apart from everybody else. Ooh, tough one, right?
We will do whatever you need. Absolutely. And if that's coming to your house and weeding in the yard before your first showing, I did it. I've done it, and I will do it.
So I'm excited about your new adventure. I am wishing you the best of success. I know you're going to be insanely successful. And I'm not just saying that because # I want to be king of Artemis one day. And I know you don't get to make that decision, but. So I'm excited for you guys. We're certainly going to have you guys on Knockout Tuesday at Sullivan's one day.
Yes.
Your business partner's spouse was having a procedure today. She couldn't be here. But you're more than enough. You're more than enough for us. Again, one more time, the website is going to be up soon. So right now they need to go to social media. Mm-hmm. You're pretty much everywhere. It's great.
Yeah.
And you've got a good positive social media presence.
I've dabbled in it a bit. So.
Yeah. So I would imagine the same kind of sales skills that you utilized in foundation work is definitely...
It translates.
All right. So Missy Harris from 225 Realty was our first guest. Missy, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Second time. Now, look, unlike some people in this radio station, I don't keep track of the number of time each guest comes, but she's a number twoer. So certainly we'll have you back. Missy, thank you. Now, Brian, transitioning. You can stick around for a second if you want to. We now have the league on. So the Junior League of Baton Rouge, who's in the house, we're going to invite Chrislyn and Corrito to come over here they're talking right now, Missy. So they don't even hear. They don't even hear candidly, the Junior League just shows up when the Junior League wants to show up. So I welcome into the studio. We have Corrito and Chrislyn from the Junior League of Baton Rouge. Ladies, y'all come on over here. You guys have a very important event coming up in conjunction to a fundraiser. Give me the quick 4-minute breakdown.
We have a virtual cooking class with Ann Milnett from Red Stick Spice.
Shout out to Ann.
She is fantastic. What she has done is she has taken a lot, or actually like 3 recipes from specifically book 4.
Okay.
And she has adapted it and she's kind of made it her own. And she'll be teaching us how to cook it virtually. So we're really excited about it because I think the best part about the books, I don't know if you'll agree with me, is that it's kind of a launch pad for anything creative. Right. And so she has done that. There are 2 ticket packages. There's a $15 ticket package that's if you just kind of want to be a bystander and watch and maybe chat or ask questions. And then there's a $40 ticket package, which is the virtual class. But you also get a curated spice, oil, and tea package that she's going to be using in her dishes. And then she's also throwing in a mocktail. You can do it a mocktail also.
I'll do a mocktail.
You know, a honeybee G&T, so which we're really excited about. I love that.
So help me out. What is special about the River Road recipes books? There's something special about them, right?
There's a lot of special things about it. Our first one was published in 1959, and what was great about it was, the league looked different. A lot of women didn't. A lot of women didn't work outside of their homes. So what they did know was the food that they shared with their families and with their friends. And so they wanted to use that to support the greater Baton Rouge area. So each woman in the league, in the Junior League, submitted a recipe or submitted more than one recipe. And what they did is they pared down all these recipes. They triple tested everything. And the things triple tested it, not just once or twice, in their own home kitchens. These weren't commercial kitchens that they were doing this in. And the ones that made the cut got into book 1, which was published in 1959 and to this day is the #1 selling community cookbook of all time.
So, proceeds from the sales of these books, where does it go? I already know the answer, but I wanted you to say it loud.
So, since you know the answer, we'll talk about that.
Yes.
It is to benefit the Baton Rouge community. So, the vision of the Junior League is to be a catalyst for lasting change in the area of education, health, and cultural development. And so, if you look at our community, you will see throughout time that there have been nonprofits started with the help of the Junior League. And today we do things like painted playground, patient activity days, and story time in the garden.
We have the Family Resource Center at the Children's Hospital.
Literally just had Touch a Truck.
We literally just had Touch a Truck, which is such a fun. I mean, I have 3 boys. That's one of their favorite events of the year. So I know that I think the league touches everyone without even thinking that it does.
The league does touch everything and everyone in the city of Baton Rouge and beyond. So I'm going to throw this out here. If you are thinking about a Mother's Day gift,
yes,
I would highly recommend these books. The books are fantastic recipe books. I would also consider getting your special loved ones a ticket to this event. Not because you're trying to say they need to learn how to cook. Gotta be careful about that. Gotta be real careful about that.
You're right.
What I love about Red Stick Spice, what I love about Ann is I normally get hot tea from there. And I have sat there before when people walk up to Ann and say, look, I'm tired of doing chicken the same way.
Yeah.
What can we do different? And Ann will get into this philosophical, intellectual conversation about how to do something different.
Right.
And it's literally the spices all over the place, the oils all over the place. It is just amazing. I definitely think you guys, the listeners out there, need to definitely check this out. If I want to get tickets, where would I go?
riverroadrecipes.org, or you can go to the Junior League website. Also, there's a clickable link there, and you can go and get your tickets.
So the differences between book number 4, 3, 2, and 1 is what? Different recipes, obviously.
Different recipes. Each book has different recipes. I think it's a reflection of what the Junior League looks like from the 1950s all the way to the 2000s when our 4th book was published. What's great about book number 4, Warm Welcomes, is that unlike the other books, that everything is divided by what type of dish it is. In book 4, Warm Welcomes, it's divided by menus. So if you don't know what to cook for a Mother's Day brunch, they have a full menu for a Mother's Day brunch. They have menus for after the hunt, a pumpkin carving, like any type. After, there's literally one called After the Hunt.
I just have this vision of Junior League members out with guns,
Right.
hunting stuff.
You know,
I mean, figuratively. I mean, like symbolically. Not. I mean, I don't know. Maybe some of your women.
they might
They
have.
hunt.
They
I mean,
submitted the recipes.
Like I've looked in Norisha's eyes, the president of the Junior League. She's a hunter. She's a hunter.
She is a fantastically strong woman.
Yes.
So
I love the fact that you guys are doing so many initiatives, whether it's women in leadership conferences, whether it's promoting wonderful recipes and providing events, Touch a Truck. The one you guys are kind of really well known for, Christmas time.
Yes.
Is the
holidays.
holidays. So we appreciate you guys coming in. We're going to stick around at the break with you guys because it's the show between the show.
Right.
I have the books, but I've been giving my books away as gifts, so I may steal this book here.
It's yours.
It's yours.
So excited, so excited. So we are going to be taking our first break, Brian. You've been listening to Corrito and Chrislyn from Junior League of Baton Rouge. We're going to talk a little bit at the break before we kick them out. You can't kick the Junior League out of anywhere. I mean, they run everything. I am always excited that you guys are here. If you want more information about the Geaux Rouge radio show, go to www.geauxrouge.com. Brian, do you have these cookbooks in your house?
I have some of the River Road cookbooks, yes.
Get on it. Get on it. Mother's Day's coming up, man. Mother's Day. Is getting the mother of your children a cookbook for Mother's Day a bad?
I would think cooking for the mother of my children would be
Maybe you
a better
could get
option.
the cookbook and then you
Grab a
could cook.
recipe from there.
Hunter-gatherer, baby. Hunter-gatherer. We're going to take our first break. Franz Borkart, we're going to come right back. All right, so. Oh, my gosh.
Hey, after I get the second
I know, you're switching out. Okay. So, all right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
So my favorite recipe in there is a grape salsa. I
That's
didn't
a
know
good
it
one, yeah.
existed, and I had
Grape salsa.
I had a friend text me who lives in Lake Charles and only lived here for a period of time. And she said, hurry, I need the grape salsa recipe on page 2. I think it's like 48. And I was like, what is she talking about? Went and looked it up, and I was like, well, this is really unique. Like, let me try it. And it's really fantastic because who puts grapes in salsa?
They've got some really good innovative recipes in there. They have a margarita recipe in there. Like, it's a pretty intense one, but really delicious.
So it's one of those things where your kitchen needs to have the books. I've always said that. In fact, when I bought the books, we were talking before we went on air, I bought 2 complete sets. Geaux Rouge bought 2 complete sets. I'm going to give one away for Mother's Day to my sister-in-law. But it's one of those things where your house just feels a little. I'm not just saying this because you're here. It's nice having those books.
It
You
is.
know, it's kind of like the Brennan. What were the New Orleans books? Was it the Brennan's restaurant? Yeah, those are
that
things
one,
you need to have in there. I love the organic. I love the organic way that this thing blew up too. I was reading what you sent me earlier. One more time, website. One more time, if they want to get the books or if they want to go to the event, where do they go?
riverroadrecipes.org.
All right. Thank you, ladies, for coming in.
Thank you.
By the way, one doesn't simply, if the Junior League simply wants to come on, they simply say, we're coming on your show. They don't ask. They say, Norisha said you're gonna let us on the show. And it was very matter of fact, Corrito.
No, you
No.
did tell her that. I watched,
did.
and you
I
said,
did.
sure. Are you going to attend the cooking class?
I am going to try to attend the cooking class. My son loves, my 5-year-old loves to cook. So if I can attend and let him, and I'll broach this with Ann because I know it's an adult cooking class. He loves to be a little sous chef, even if he just sits there and wears the hat and the apron. So I'm trying to angle that. But I may just come. I honestly may just buy the ticket and come and observe and just enjoy what you guys are doing to help you guys raise some money.
So, I mean, that is one great thing
Yes.
you can do. You do get the link, and it will be on Zoom, so it's available for a period of time.
Yes.
And
we
you
can
can
just do
watch
it in the house then.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
watch it and then see if it's something
And
that
it's
you would like to
interactive too.
participate
So
in.
yeah, if you have questions or anything, I think that's the best part of it. Is that while it's virtual, you can still ask your questions. You can be like, I think I burnt this. What do I do? Which is something that I'm always
Sounds
doing.
like something I would do, burning,
And-
burning things.
Which, speaking of cooking, do you know about the king cakes to have? Have you heard about them? Have you been brought one by Laura?
Sheridan, who's my sister-in-law, we call her
Right.
Booty. Don't ask why. I don't know why. We call her Booty. I think she's been called Booty all of her life.
Right.
She has been bragging about, and I used to work at Ambrosia Bakery, and I
Okay.
used to create their king cake.
Right.
Well, not create. I baked their king cakes.
Right.
I didn't create anything. So I've heard about
Should have
this.
brought one. I didn't even think.
So is this like a hobby for you, or is this
So,
like a day job? I mean,
It
what-
is. So I
Went
went
to culinary
I went to
school.
culinary school like back, I guess, like 10 years ago.
Okay.
At Louisiana Culinary Institute.
Right. Shout out.
Right.
LCI.
Wonderful. I did their pastry program, and I just sort of developed a recipe. And a couple of friends, I'd made it for a couple of friends of mine. They wanted a couple more, and then I think last year was the year that I actually started selling it. Like I made a couple posts on Facebook, and then this year it really blew up. And I was telling Chrislyn,
You're like a kinky hustler.
You'll need to come back at Mardi Gras and talk
You were
about,
absolutely
like, how this
invited.
works. But I think what's really great about having Corrito in the chairman position and then going to be with River Road next year is that she understands, like,
How the book
the
works.
like she gets it, and so that way she can help people like me who don't really understand the culinary side on the marketing side. Like, how do we
Right.
explain this to people?
right.
Well, thank you guys so
Yes.
much.
Yeah.
You ladies always come bearing gifts. Man, I'm looking forward to this. So
Awesome.
thank you
Enjoy
guys.
having
Y'all
us.
be
Thank
safe in
you.
this
Yeah,
weather.
thank you.
Yes.
And then if
Thank
there's
you for
anything you
having
need,
us.
let me know. Okay.
Absolutely.
you.
Thank you.
All right. We are going to get the junior achievement. We got junior league. Now we're having junior achievement. So Miss Paula and Miss Blythe. Ladies, come. This is Miss Blythe.
Yep.
Not Blythe. Blythe. Miss Paula, I'm Franz.
Lori.
Lori, pleasure. So, you guys can share whichever. You can share whichever mics. So there's two different cameras. There's this camera over here.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Brian. And then there's this little bitty one over
Paula,
here.
why don't
So
you come be
Paula,
dead center?
Paula, if
Yeah,
you want to
you
be dead center, you need to.
Right here? Okay.
All right. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Just as you turn to have conversation, bring the mic with you a little bit.
My mic. My mic.
He doesn't want to
This
share.
is perfect because I popped my peas.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
Stand by.
Welcome back to the second half of the Geaux Rouge Radio Show. This is your host, Franz Borchardt. If you're listening on Talk 107.3, Facebook Live, or on the radio, welcome back. We had, in our first half, we had the ladies from Junior League. We also had one of our favorite folks from 225 Realty, Missy Harris, also from Artemis, come talk to us. This is our Women in Motion episode of the Geaux Rouge Show, where we celebrate women doing stuff in the Baton Rouge community. This half of the show, we're going to have the ladies from Junior Achievement as well as the Crawfish King Cookoff. I'm a judge. I'm one of the judges. And I can be judgy, as you know. I can be a little shocker. Brian Haldane's looking at me like, I'm a lawyer.
You really
I
want to
wanna
put
be
one on a
judge.
tee like that?
Softballs, like a T-ball.
Not even softball.
So-
Softballs are at least thrown. This is T-ball.
Before I waste a scintilla more of the Junior Achievement folks' time on this great radio show, I'm going to thank our sponsors. These are the folks, the men and women that make the Geaux Rouge radio show possible. We have Dr. Gunja Reina from MDVIP at Heal 360. She is amazing. It's concierge medical services, which means I get 24-hour access. She tells me all the things I'm doing right. She tells me all the things I'm doing wrong. And if you've noticed, Paula, that I've lost a considerable amount of weight, credit goes to Dr. G. La Divina Italian Cafe, open every day with their custom made-from-scratch breakfasts. I would highly recommend the biscotti sandwich, which can feed pretty much two or one if you're like me. And then also the frittata omelets. Oh, they're good. They're so good. I would definitely check them out. I love the family atmosphere of La Divina Italian Cafe. It's just a great place to be. The Borchardt Law Firm, that's my lemonade stand. It's a criminal defense law firm. For more information about the Borchardt Law Firm, you can go to www.borchartlawfirm.com. In the first half, I said it's the finest criminal defense firm in the universe. I mean, I don't know if I can back that up, but it feels right. It feels right. And then last but not least, Sullivan's Steak House, your neighborhood steak restaurant. I love Sullivan's, and one of the best parts about recording this show on Tuesdays is every other week I do the Knockout Tuesday episode on site at Sullivan's, where we have different folks coming on. We're going to have women's happy hour today at Sullivan's. We're going to be having a singer-songwriter, a wonderful individual that works for ETEL, as well as my co-hosts, Janelle and Dylan from Exit Realty. So, without further ado, before I introduce Lori, Paula, and Blythe, right? Oh, I got them all right. Yes! Last thing, forgot to say it. If you want more information about the Geaux Rouge radio show, go to www.geauxrouge.com. And if you want to give me show ideas, like, for example, Paula just emails me out of the blue and says, hey, you need to have a show about this. You want to email me at info at geauxrouge.com. Ladies, welcome to the Geaux Rouge show. Welcome to the Talk 107.3 studios.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have a lot of ground to cover. So let's start with junior achievement, and then we're going to work our way to the delicious Crawfish King Cookoff. It's a crawfish event competition, 3 different locations. It's very exciting.
Yes.
Very exciting. So let's start. Paula, I'm going to start with you, and you can hand it off if you need to. Who and what is junior achievement?
So Junior Achievement is a local nonprofit that we teach kids grades K through 12 financial literacy, work readiness, and entrepreneurship. And we also have a big focus on mentorship. Both organizations, Big Buddy and Junior Achievement, we partnered together on this event years ago because we both have a vested interest in the youth in our community.
Makes sense. That partnership makes perfect sense. So junior achievement is working with the Crawfish King Cookoff.
Yes.
It's so alliterative. Crawfish King Cookoff. So how did that partnership happen?
So the presidents at that time, Gay and Kathy, got together, had a few drinks one night, said, you know what, Louisiana is a fun place. We need a great event to raise awareness about both of our causes, but to also raise some great funds for the amazing nonprofits that we have. So they developed this, and it's just grown and grown throughout the years.
So now, Blythe, you're with BASF, right?
Yes.
Lori, I don't know who you're with, so you're going to have to
Big
tell me.
Buddy program.
You're with the Big Buddy program.
Big Buddy.
I mean, I kind of knew, but so talk to me a little bit about BASF's involvement in this.
Sure. So BASF has been the title sponsor for Crawfish King for many years now. We believe in supporting such great organizations like Junior Achievement and Big Buddy. And as we stated already, they do so much for the youth in our community, and especially this last year. I mean, the programs that they were able to deliver just with the limitations, again, this year is even more special for us. It's not what it was in the past. It's a little bit amended because we still are trying to be COVID compliant, but just encourage everyone to go out and support Big Buddy and Junior Achievement by buying their tickets to Crawfish King and sampling. There's about
Almost
20 teams.
yeah.
So you're going to get some good crawfish. Look, our teams at BASF, everybody knows these plants up and down the river know how to cook, so there's quite
They're
a few.
competitive.
So I was just about to ask you. So who are the competitors? Is it plants? Is it individuals? Is it culinary places?
Oh, it is. It's a variety of
All of
different
them.
businesses throughout the community. So we've got BASF, we've got the plants, we've got the banks, you name it. So
Okay, good.
teams can enter, and everybody's fighting to be that crawfish
Well,
king.
I'm excited because I get to be one of your many.
Yes.
I don't know if there's many of them. I get to be one of the judges, and I'm very excited because on my crazy diet, I can actually eat crawfish, Lori.
Makes sense. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
right. I'm a pescatarian. I like to say that word, Taylor. Pescatarian. So I eat a lot of veggies, and I eat a little bit of fish. Can't be fried, can't be oily, but boiling is okay. Boiling is okay. So, okay, BASF's involvement. Now let's talk Big Buddy a minute. And Lori, I don't know if you know this about me or not, but I am one of the Great Futures Gala recipients from a few years back.
Wonderful.
So I have a long love fest with Big Buddy. Normally with me it's with Club Blue, but Big Buddy, and you guys just merged, right? To am I thinking of a?
I think you're thinking of somebody else.
I was thinking of somebody. Okay,
Big
talk to me.
Buddy, Big Buddy's totally local. We're
Totally local.
independent. We
Okay.
actually began, and this is
I
something
was
for all
thinking
you
of Boys
LSU
or Girls
fans.
Club. Don't even.
Okay, yes, okay. We actually began back in 1979 as a project of a psychology class on the LSU campus. The teacher said, go out, mentor kids, come back, tell me about it. The students loved it so much, they continued the program. Christ the King picked it up, we
Awesome.
picked it up. And now 40 some odd years later, here we are.
So this is what happens when you don't get a lot of sleep.
Okay.
You mix up phenomenal programs. So let me ask
That's
you this.
okay. I mix them up all the time.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. If I wanted to get more information about Big Buddy and I wanted to support Big Buddy, how would I do that?
BigBuddyProgram.org.
So simple. So simple.
BigBuddyProgram.org.
So,
BigBuddyProgram.org.
so this partnership just makes sense to me. And who doesn't like crawfish? And let me go back to what Blythe said. I like the fact that you guys are doing this again. I understand. I embrace and understand that this is not maybe what it used to be. But you know what? I'm ready for something that is at least I can get out.
Yep.
I can do something. I can see people. Now, if I were to buy a ticket at this competition, let's say I wasn't just being a judge and being judgy. If I were to buy a ticket, what would I expect to see with my experience?
So when you purchase your tickets, you purchase them at crawfishkingcookoff.com, and those tickets will be on your phone. Come through to the location that you choose. We've got the 3 locations, as you mentioned earlier. Do I?
Somebody will scan it.
Oh, yes. Somebody will scan your ticket at the location that you choose. You'll go through the drive-through. You'll get to choose from
Right.
2 different vendors that you want to try their crawfish from. With those tickets, it's $25. You get 6 pounds of crawfish and 1 20-ounce Coca-Cola product. And what's exciting about that is that there's also a people's choice. So once you're done going through the drive-through and picking up your amazing crawfish, you get to vote on that people's choice.
So if you're just now tuning into the Geaux Rouge show, we've got Taylor on Master Controls. I am chatting with the Junior Achievement, not Junior League. Are you any of you ladies in Junior League?
We're not, but
Okay.
that happens a lot, and I was very impressed.
Junior Achievement, as well as Blythe from BASF, as well as Lori from Big Buddy. And we're talking about the Crawfish King Cookoff, which is this week, right? Man, oh man, I love me some crawfish. And I really haven't gotten out there and done a lot of crawfish this season. So, okay. So let's talk brass tacks. The money that is raised by you ladies, by this event, let's break it down. Where's it going to go?
So both organizations, as we shared earlier, we mentor youth. We've got Day of the Mentor with Big Buddy, where they do some amazing projects with youth in the community. And with Junior Achievement, we work with them on financial literacy programs, entrepreneurship programs like Trust Your Crazy Idea, where high school students can.
I'm sorry, hold on. I can't just gloss over that, Paula.
Yes.
Trust Your Crazy Idea.
Yes.
That sounds like something that I would love.
Yes.
Tell me more about that.
It's a Shark Tank style event
Okay.
where high school students are competing for scholarships. And they actually have to come up with an idea, a concept, and pitch it in front of judges, which we might get Mr. Judgy Judge to join us one day.
I am judgy. I am very. So I'm a lawyer. I'm not a judge.
Yes.
I tell people that all the time. I'm not judgy.
Right.
I'm a very nice guy. In fact, I'm going to derail this conversation real fast because I feel like, so the reason I have the Geaux Rouge show is because I started a page called Baton Rouge Brunches, Lori. And the Baton Rouge Brunches page was a social media effort to do brunch reviews of Baton Rouge brunches, right? So what would happen is I would do all these brunch reviews, and everybody was like, "You're so nice in your reviews. You never really slam anybody." And my philosophy was, I'm not Yelp. So if I didn't have a good experience, I would pull the manager to the side and say, "Hey, look, I didn't have a good experience. Rather than writing a bad review,
Nice.
I'll come back and we'll give you another effort." And then if it wasn't good, I just wouldn't do a brunch review. So you could kind of tell if you ever go to and I haven't done a brunch review in a while. You can kind of tell the ones I didn't like by the
Right.
fact that I didn't do reviews there, but I loved doing it. And in fact, I loved it so much that I started doing food competitions. I did a burger event. I helped organize the Wingamania Chicken Wing Festival, which is a charity event. I helped organize the Capital City Mac and Cheese Fest, which is a charity event. And the judging criteria that I always set up for the judges is very friendly. I'm that teacher that doesn't want to give someone an F. I'll move the curve a little bit to where they may not get the highest A. So, but that being said, how many different types of crawfish again are we looking maybe at?
You're going to have 20 different.
20.
Now, normal year, when we're not
trying to buy by COVID restrictions, you can have upwards of maybe 50.
Yeah.
40 to 50 teams. And let me tell you, they bring it. It is so good. I have 3 boys.
Okay.
2 teenagers, 1 preteen. They like to eat, and this by far is their favorite event that BASF sponsors all year. Like last year, they were in mourning that it was canceled. This year, they're excited to at least get something. Yeah. It is their favorite event. It's very kid friendly.
So if you were going to give me tips on how to be a good judge for this event, because I'm going to have. So help me out here. How much crawfish am I going to try of each of these 20?
You're gonna have small little portions of each. Yeah, little small portions.
Am I gonna peel it myself?
Or? Of course. You gotta suck the head. Come on. You know
peelability.
So I don't know if you are you guys all crawfish enthusiasts?
Of course.
Okay. So one of the things that's emerged, and we're talking crawfish, we're talking about competition here. One of the things that's emerged in Baton Rouge with crawfish is Vietnamese style, Asian style crawfish.
Yes.
I don't know if you've had chow yum fat. I don't know if you've had soji and Beau Soleil. All 3 places. I know there are other places doing it, so I don't mean to not give credit, but man, oh man, is that a game changer!
It's awesome.
Now, my son and my niece do not care for the Asian style crawfish, as they say. It's too, and I quote, "Picey." It's too spicy, picey. So, Fisher, yes.
Okay.
So yeah. So, but Fisher loves crawfish, loves shrimp. So we are chatting. We are chatting with Junior Achievement. Anything else you guys have coming up that we need to chat about? I mean, Paula, you're like everywhere, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a good thing, right? So, what has it been like? Let me ask this. I'll change it. What's it been like for Junior League and BASF as well as Big Buddy adjusting to this new world we're living in?
I guess I'll start. Big Buddy is a very in-person organization.
Right.
One-on-one mentoring, one-on-one helping a child be the best they can be. That's very challenging when you're trying to do it viral and virtual. So it was rough. I'm not going to kid you. It was rough. A lot of problems getting kids, just like the schools are having, getting kids to come to the programs on computer and all that. It evolved, and we're getting the hang of it. And I really think that now virtual will be a part of our whole makeup, but we are so excited to begin at least a small portion of our programs in person again this summer. I mean, that's going to make a whole difference for the children because our mentors can't see their little buddies. I mean, yeah, it's hard to mentor a little buddy when you can't see them.
So I've done a mentoring program before where it was online, and it was right. This is before COVID. This is right when people were getting used to this. I mean, Zoom is what? And there was something a little weird about it, right? It just wasn't the same thing. And, I've done the radio show on Zoom, and it just isn't the same thing. And you need to have that connection, that interaction, even if we're social distancing, even if I've got a mask somewhere in here. Shout out to vaccinations.
Twice.
So, point being, I could see that being something that...
Mentoring is such a personal thing.
Right.
You give off a vibe.
Right.
I can see
I know I give off a vibe.
But you give off a vibe. If I'm mentoring you and you're sitting in a room and I feel that you're just not doing right, then I can draw you out.
Right.
If you're on a computer,
it's hard to 50 engage.
50 miles away. I mean.
So how is Junior Achievement adjusting to all this?
We have done, it's been a crazy year, but we've impacted nearly 15,000 students over this past year. And that's with programs that we've gone into the classroom and worked with the educators. Most of it's been done online, but we've had our mentors and our partners that are still volunteering in those classes. And when I tell you the educators are so thrilled to have the support, because they just need a hot minute to breathe. They've been through so much, and we've been able to keep JA alive, which has been amazing. And we are so looking forward to next year and doing more in the community.
So we're going to go around the horn now. Again, if I want to get more information about Big Buddy,
BigBuddyProgram.org.
So easy. Is BASF as easy as that? Is it like BASF?
Yes, .us. BASF.us /Louisiana or LA to learn all about Louisiana. And for those who want jobs, all of that is right there on our website. You can also learn about all of our activities in the community.
So permission to be vulnerable for a second. I've been reading a lot of Brene Brown lately. I'm all about vulnerability. I didn't know anything about BASF. until
World's
I started
largest
prepping.
chemical company.
Until I started prepping for the show.
They're amazing.
I have an English and Latin degree, and I'm a criminal defense attorney.
Yeah.
History major.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So-
Nope, world's largest chemical company, largest in North America. I've been in Louisiana for 60 years. The largest site for BASF in North America is just down the street in Geismar, Louisiana. We don't make the products you use. We make the products you use better. So.
Ooh, I
like she said that before something.
Done it
Well, by the
once or
way,
twice.
I had the opportunity to look at your resume
Okay.
in preparation for the day. You look like you have an amazingly fun job. I mean,
It
it's
is
just
very rewarding because of the two ladies next to me.
Wonderful.
I mean, when you can give money, support, resources to these wonderful community organizations, what better job
right.
is there than that? And I mean, again, I just want to commend all our community groups because they have done superbly during this time, and we're happy to support them. But really, they've done all the hard work. So,
That's awesome.
congratulations.
Thank
Thank you.
So, junior achievement. If I want to go get some more info,
JABatonRouge.com.
and then last thing, so I can let you guys get out of here before it hurricanes outside. More information on the Crawfish King Cookoff or King Crawfish Cookoff, whichever. I mean, tons of crawfish. Crawfish King Cookoff. Where would I go for that?
CrawfishKingCookoff.com. Join us May 7th. Buy your tickets in advance. $25, 6 pounds of crawfish, and 120-ounce Coke.
So, I got to tell you,
Pick it up on the way home from work.
That's
I
right.
think that's the way to do it. I
3
think-
to 7 is the pickup.
I think so. I'm excited that I get to try different styles. For the most part, so Dr. G has me on this thing where I get a certain amount of shrimp every day boiled, or air fried.
Can't beat that.
Right. So it's fun. I mean, that's fine. And then I get smoked salmon, deli smoked salmon, or I get a small fillet as long as I'm, quote, not stupid about it. Her words, not mine. You can't be stupid about it. So I don't get to go off the beaten path a lot, but I'm excited because, man, I've been craving a good old-fashioned crawfish session. And look, I'm not going to do the potatoes. I'm not going to do the corn. I'm just going to focus. I'm going to laser focus in on deciding who has the best. And I also like the fact that you guys are doing a people's choice thing. So
Yes.
people get to come out and support and vote on who they think is the best. All right. So we've been talking to Junior Achievement. We've been talking to Big Buddy. We've been talking to BASF. We've been talking to Paula Dawson, who is the Junior Achievement Area President. We've been talking to Blythe Lamonica, Senior Manager of BASF's Southeast Communications Hub. And then Lori. How are you?
I am well.
So I'm excited. Definitely, you need to go check it out. My family's going to be there. I was fortunate enough to get some tickets for being a judge. So Fisher and Shannon are going to be out there eating some crawfish. I'm excited to be able to get to go to different sites and see different things. And it goes without saying, but I'm going to say it again. People sometimes underappreciate what our industry leaders in the community, whether it's in Baton Rouge, surrounding parishes, are doing for the community. And so I'm going to say a special thanks to BASF for everything you guys are doing. It's one thing to do what you do for a living. It's another thing to do the community-oriented things you do and seamlessly without getting a lot of credit for it. So thank you, ladies. And you guys
Thank
are
you for
all
having us.
no, it's okay. You're always welcome. And look, let me tell you, Paula has the keys to the kingdom because she realized that by inviting me to be a judge to a food competition, that's going to get you on the radio. So like the Junior League just says, hey, we're coming on the show. Paula's like, hey, you want to do a crawfish? Yeah. So listen, to get more information about the Geaux Rouge show, go to www.geauxrouge.com. You've been listening to Franz Borchardt. Taylor is sitting at Master Control right now. Taylor, I think this needs to be a crawfish event that you maybe need to get some tickets to and go to. Man, it sounds delicious. I am excited. I'm ready to get about. I'm ready to just get back out there and do normal stuff. So, from the Geaux Rouge show to you, definitely check us out next week for our 75th episode. This is Franz Borchardt with the Borchardt Law Firm in Geaux Rouge telling you have a fantastic day, and we'll see you next week. All right, so it's Facebook Live. We're going to say goodbye to you, and then Facebook Live, we're going to say goodbye to you. Let me do this one